Hey everybody, welcome back to some more WARNO. I'll be honest, I was eagerly awaiting a patch this week, an update this week, be it either public, the public version, or in the closed strike team version. But nothing's been happening, and now it's Wednesday evening. Um, which is why there hasn't been any videos in the past few days, because I was eagerly awaiting some change up, because supposedly next update should also bring some more balance and price changes, which in some areas are all over the place. But alas, nothing's been done, so I was like, I don't wanna wait too long before making another video, so here we are. This is actually not on the VIP branch, or sorry, on the strike team branch, because, well, my opponent wasn't. And balance-wise, there's no difference for almost all units. There's only a few exceptions, mainly being the 5th Panzerdivision, the West German one, because the Martyrs have Milan 1s there, and the Fuchs Milan is new, and that's more or less it, really. So we're playing the 39th. Is it the I was unsure if it's 39th or sorry, 37th. I can't talk. Infantry division. The Soviets on this map, which should honestly not be particularly good for us. Although we probably got the better side actually. Why is it not particularly good? Because this division is horrible at infantry grinds, really. Which is also why I put in the Sapari. I'm also trying out the USZ. I haven't really used that much. But why is the side better? Well, because you can actually countercap center without really needing to get into the tunnel. Whereas doing it on Anna, it is possible, with smoke you can place them here, but it's not as... I don't want to say easy, but it is a lot harder than Anna. I guess that's essentially saying the same thing as easy. Anyway, unfortunately the zone layout on this map just isn't very, interesting. So it really is always the exact same thing. I defend Anna and hope I can get into Santa, or vice versa. Because I get Anna more or less for free, and the blue side gets Santa more or less for free. And it's essentially always the opponent trying to get a foothold here or there. It's always the same. Ugh. Like, it's sad because the actual, is it topography? I don't know. The forest, the buildings, etc. is, in my eyes, actually pretty good. But its own layout is just dog shit. No offense, it's just horrible. Sorry, Eugen. But I think it's better have a horrible zone layout and like good, again, topography, if that's the right word, than the other way around, because changing zones is a lot easier than actually changing trees and towns and whatnot. Although you'd think that given the fact that they are working on a map editor, that shouldn't be too difficult, but who knows. It's gonna be interesting to see how the map editor turns out, because the file sizes for maps in WARNO and Wargame in the past are not just a couple of megabytes. We'll see. Anyway, how do we want to do this? Any D&D nerds? How do you want to do this? Critical Role? Anyway. 8th Infantry. Mag rifles are gonna be... I'm not gonna want to have BMP3s at least. Let's get some... What does strike you with the metas? You don't really get any good recon. I guess Grenze aren't too bad with 7 men. Let's get some of those at the front line. I really hope that they're gonna revert the fact that you can't get like full or high HP squads in transports like in the recon deployment zone. I think for stuff like Razzmann or 4 men, I guess it's fine. But anything more that can actually fight, not a fan. This division here obviously doesn't benefit as much, but the decks with Jäger, Aufklärer, Spetsnaz, LRS, big deal. Let's go to view, and like, EJ 6 VBs are actually kind of nice. Place in there. I think the first fastest line would be to drive down there, or for them to push it, for that side to push in. I'd really like to get into this. See if we can do this. Should give like a shift back, so you, after unloading, immediately move back. What's our highest armor? They all have 17. That's the highest. What do I want? 2 more AP or 1 more side armor? 2 more AP on D. Missile, of course. We wanna have this, so we can intercept this, get some BP3s. Glass. Oh, by the way, still don't have the shit kind of stack because I don't wanna, because I didn't put it in originally because I didn't wanna abuse it. Let's get some Razzmann. Load you in there. Very heavy here, but yeah, alright. I think in the long run we should do fine because our artillery is actually quite good. I wanna see if I can make more use of Caustica. Ever since the last game on Black Forest, artillery has actually been quite annoying, and I wasn't sure. It shouldn't have been new with the patch. So let's see. On the Eugen, honestly, it's always been kind of good because it's just so better than the M270 and 130 points cheaper for no good reason. Sure, you get only 2 per card instead of 3, but that AM270 is 400 points, man. Yeah. Here's hoping that before the end of the week, we're gonna be getting an update either in the public version or beta branch. Yeah, no way. I'm not gonna try to get this. One thing I might have not mentioned actually in the upcoming version. Yeah, I have to, no point showing that on Ensa. Infantry weapons won't have 5% stable attached anymore. Sorry, AT weapons on infantry. So that is actually really, really nice. Let's get that artillery early. I want to get that okay, let's play a boring game and get early artillery, get the early CV, and just grind them down. To get you like over here to defend that. The parry in a second line. You unload here. Let's get something here. Can I make sure that we don't get flanked or anything here, of course. I guess honestly I can load you back in there. Oh, say what you want, at least loading infantry back into transports is a lot easier than it is in Wargame. That's it, that. MTLB. Yeah, just a sign of silent that because Rosetka died. It's unfortunate if that's the case. Just set you on fire at will. I hate how good fire at will is, but I think if your tube artillery is competent, like just even barely competent, it is just way too good to not use. And I hate that. I hate smart orders like that. I hate smart orders that are better than doing things manually. That should not be the case. In my opinion, at least. I'm gonna keep you like in the second line. Again, BTR 6 PBs are actually kind of useful. Go for this. BMP3, you're not supposed to do this. Only the what is rank here. And get some more of you. More Eugen as well. Start spamming these. Also have like very little AA. I should definitely get the Nosa. Probably 2. Oh, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't do that. Nice smoke. My artillery is gonna go for the OH. Oh, that's a waste. Sorry. It's a lot of stuff over there. M27. Not M270. BM27. Look, that's also a 2 and an M and a 7, okay? See how those USCs actually do. That shot? You missed. Gosh darn it. Look how that did no damage. I guess the accuracy is pretty low on these guys. But I think against HE weapons just have massive issues against moving targets. And Eugen is aware of that. Now at least. So hopefully at some point it'll be fixed. Like, you know, during early access. Not like 5 years in. I mean, before you say anything, and of course I can't hear you if you say anything. I'm intentionally playing this boring. Because I want to see how good or bad is this. And you know, this map just kind of allows you to do that. Because it's just got a horrible zone layout. My tank's just not hitting anything today, huh? Oh, okay, the Abrams is bad news. Got a T-64 BV over there. Get you back. Dude, do these USEs I don't know, it's so much better than I anticipated. The dragon. I need some recon over here. See if we can move you up there. I don't expect I expect you to die, but maybe I can. Okay, you're alive. I still haven't bought that Osa, by the way. Let's get an Igla first. For a second I thought it was a blue label there. Look at these rocket pods, they did 1 damage to these two. 1 damage. What's the accuracy? 99%. Bullshit. Ooh, 3 damage now. Like, HE weapons are just so weird. What's your accuracy? 74%. Engine destroyed. There you go. Also not a fan of some of these crits like bailed out, engine destroyed. It's not a bit overkill? Oh, they're going for the OH. Oh, that's funny. You're still, yeah, you're mostly fine. Where's the recon I bought for here? Did it die on the, oh no, there's the Razzmann guy. We can be sold. Another Igla. More BMP3s. Just turning weapons off. Get you a supply truck. What are you doing? You're almost out of ammo. Come on, can you stop being spotted? Man, that's such a annoying playstyle to play against. One of you died, huh? Oh, probably because of the Abrams over there. Let's get you over there. If I put these in the bushes, he knows exactly where I put them. I can just target them. Here I have a bit of room to play with at least. And you know, you just can't deal with these tanks at long ranges. Turret stuck, door stuck, door stuck. Oh, that's BMP3 probably helping there. One we spotted earlier. Can't have that. Bomb in there. No, you stay, you stay. There's also MRS in there. With some supply trucks. You guys some supply trucks as well. Nice fire at will. Did it destroy a tank there? Destroyed vehicle? It's just a truck. The plane got out without any issues, so it could start a SC-22 bombing train. Imagine this one. This is like situations like this is why I think time limit is so crucial, because otherwise this could go on for like 1.5 hours or something, right? If you have a 40-minute time limit, at least you're forcing one of the players to do something, right? If there was no time limit, right, you could just essentially wait until either like the other player just is, you know, just doesn't want to play anymore, essentially. That's why I don't understand why it's not a lot of people, but some people are like so against time limit, and I'm just like, look, I get that if you had infinite amount of time, you know, no time limit would, depending on how you do the game, be a lot more accurate with, you know, have a lot more consistent where the better player actually wins, right? Because there is a bit of, I don't want to call it cheese, but you know, some strategies where you can really abuse the time limit in a sense, like depending on some maps and, you know, some decks, maybe some playstyles. But at the same time, not like without a time limit, right? If I queue up in ranked or anything like that, of a tournament game, right? I have to take into account that this might take 90 minutes, 120 minutes, not regularly, but in some rare cases. And depending on how important the match is, if it's a tournament, or how important the elo is to me as a person, or as a player, you know, that mean that, you know, I could essentially only really queue ranked, or, you know, plan for a tournament match, if I have, like, at least, like, you know, that amount of free time. Even if it's just a rare occasion. And I just, you know, at the end of the day, you also have to take, you know, respect, you know, the player's time investment into the game, and not just, you know, other aspects. Maybe I'm just, you know, doing the Twitter thing where I'm like making up someone who has that opinion when that person doesn't even exist. Look how my infantry is just getting murdered. Yeah, see, now he's kind of forced to do that. Cluster there. Come on, can you? That my ADGM speed from the T-64s or the BMP3 is just not hitting anything, huh? Are you out of missiles? You are. That's not cool. Let's get an OSA over there. Is the SC-22 coming in? No. Nicholas doing some nice work. I was looking on this side. Look how much damage I'm taking from infantry in the open while I'm in the town. This is what's wrong with infantry fights. They have just such high DPS. Like, and it leads to situations like this, right? If I'm out of satchel changes, I'm just gonna get wrecked, even by, you know, decent infantry in the open. And if they come like too close, they just get instantly deleted by the satchel charges. Infantry combat is just whack and stupid in this game. Let's get a tank to be next for that side. Let's see. Getting resupplied. Fire at will. Is 4BV destroyed? Yeah, maybe I should pay more attention to what's happening over here. That's a good foothold we have over here. Stick to the town there. Okay, that's spicy. See what the AG bombers can do. It was a bit of lag, but those are not BMP3s. Like, look how sometimes AG bombers just apparently don't do anything, and other times, like F-11 HE or the SC-24 HE, right? They just murder tanks. Like, it's so... That's what kind of bothers me with planes, or one of the things that bothers me with planes. Oh! Okay, it was just a dragon, I think. Or if not, then I just got really lucky that... Engine destroyed? Wait, can it not spot me? Why is it not firing? It's only engine destroyed, nothing else. Huh? I don't know what this is supposed to mean. And my artillery is going for this helo there, that's fun. Let's get some... Where are they? Where are they? Saperi. This town here. Oh, there's my tank. TV. Fire in there. Shoot at this. Okay, I'm losing line of sight. Oops. Oh, I was too... we both worked. I'm too wargame brained, because in wargame, basically any order that you gave a tank actually took us like half of a second or something until it actually got realized, right? And I'm taking it into account, which is why I gave the smoke order just a second before I finished reloading. But WARNO... Oh my god. Oh my god. What? What? Drag's broken? Everything's empty? Why is everything empty? I have no ammo left. What the hell is going on? I still got a couple of conquest points out of that at least. Actually, don't do this. Go with these OSAs. This is why I sometimes prefer mech rifles long. Because they could have like just actually dealt a lot of damage to those BTR 60 BBs. But by being guided, having longer aim time. Do they have a longer aim time? Let's see. Aim time. 1 second. No, they actually don't. In wargame, ATGMs do. Not here by the looks of it. Can you just get into this town? Thank you. Already out of the satchel charges, by the way. Fucking ridiculous. Specialized infantry like that is a mistake. Yeah, I said it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid who hears it. How's my supply looking? Not good. Can you get into this town already? Jesus. I shouldn't try to attack it. Can you move? Alright. Anyway. I was hoping that there might be a Zivin there. But, okay, it was maybe a bit too optimistic with these bombers. Not particularly consistent. Also, my FPS is dropping like crazy right now. Oh, it's at 80 again. I guess I just... Oh, yeah, of course, because it destroyed some buildings and they're ruins now. For some reason that... I mean, I guess there's a good reason, but... Thanks a lot more FPS than it probably should. What CVs have? BTR 60. I guess I'm just gonna go in there. Some BMP3s. Do this already. I have no recon. Get some. But as long as there's no recon Bradleys, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, try to kill this, please. Okay, that's a lot of damage I just took. Let's get... Oh, you're 300 points, right. Get you back. Let's just get you. I don't think helicopters right now, like Heinz at least, are particularly good. But I had like 1 point left and I thought, why not just take the big expensive one? Should not take the big expensive one probably, but kill this guy because they are actually in range to hurt you. Yeah, there's the Jäger. Luckily I unloaded early enough. You're just circling there. Let's stop that. See if we can get you in this bush. You get into the next building. BTR 60. Get one of you, I guess. Not a BV. You're actually out of ammo, huh? Yikes. Oh, was I really? 68%? Okay, I guess I can't be too mad. There you go. can be sold. Army destroyed with the LRS, that's very nice. These Archons just not hitting anything, huh? Do you have ammo? You don't. The plane. Saw fighting fucking earlier already. I've just been ASF. I didn't pay attention to which fighting falcon it is. Given that I still haven't seen any like clusters being dropped or anything like that. Like, look at all these rocket pods just doing no damage. Like basically no damage. Full salvo did like 2 or 3 damage if anything. That might have just been a BMP3s. Yeah, that's just busted. And that's in a bad way, as in it's not doing anything. That is just nice, alright. Mr. Chaparral's moving up. Just wanted to kill the Chaparral, honestly. Go for the middle one with the cluster plane, and then maybe you might hit the others as well. I need my supply. Only got one. Well done with the dodges. We need some smoke. Gronka и четко. Oh, you're gonna die. Ah, I didn't pay attention to this. And you just didn't do anything with your Kokans, huh? I don't know why it says incompatible weapon. You have... That's a screenshot? Hey, you hit for like once in your life. Did I lose? How did he have line of sight there? I mean, I guess with the M1s there, but... Yikes. Also, I'm throwing away units, but I guess as long as I keep him busy there, where he has to defend, but you know, even if I like lose all my stuff while attacking, it's unlikely that he can actually benefit from that because there's no zone. Oh god, I lost another. Because there's actually no zone for him, like after this, like in this area where you know can actually do some damage to me. What's your range versus healers? 3,000. Again, a miss, by the way. It's just healers in this game, man. Really chap hit from there, huh? I think it was this thing actually that hit me there. You're still damaged. Can I kill this? Thank you. Thanks a lot, actually. Because those Eugen Predators are quite annoying. They pack quite a punch, and 17 armor is the highest I get. So the 25 AP, really strong. It is already strong in Wargame, right? But here, where you have rarely up to like 20 armor or anything, much bigger deal. In general, the gems, well, like these highlighted gems, a lot better. Archons, I don't know. Or 9M, whatever it's called. It's a Bastion or Archon or anything in between. Don't care. Didn't ask. What am I gonna do with you? Just gonna have you hover over there. I think the gun might actually be decent, but maybe it's not. Most guns aren't really. You stop. Don't fire at will anymore because I wanted you for smoke actually. Okay. Supply, not a lot. With that I mean nothing. Let's get these SVGs. G9s. Somewhat striky. Let's stay at long ranges against these Abramses. Get you a bit closer together so both of you have line of sight at the same time. Because if in this... Right now they're engaging one by one. Unless there's cluster. Oh, evac though. He's lost line of sight. Shoot at both at this one, please. Did I just miss twice? I did. Fuck me. Need more supply. I mean, as long as nothing's happening here, I guess I'm happy. Something there. Something there? Played some Fallout New Vegas recently, and it's like what the super mutants say all the time. Something there? Some Jäger? Oh, Heimatschützen. Well, it was Panzerfaust 44 most likely. Because most of the American AT you see are dragons, and for some reason he doesn't like using the mech rifles with law, so it's unlikely that it was that either. Could have been the LRS or Rangers, I suppose. That's a 5% stabilizer for you. I don't even see that shit that's shooting at my beam for threes. Unload. Unload. I hate that they need to decelerate. I mean, it's realistic, but I don't know if I like it from a game mechanic perspective. Obviously, in this case, it was bad for me, so that's why I naturally didn't like it. But at the same time, you know, you of course have to ask yourself: is it only bad because it just didn't benefit me, or is it bad, you know, for some objective reason? Look at all these SPGs shooting and doing nothing. Except destroying the building, right? And then you see infantry shoot at infantry in the building, and it just absolutely demolishes it, right? It is just so weird. It's weird mechanics like this that, for me, hold the game back the most, honestly. Yes, I have a big issue with deck building and like divisions and what, you know, how similar they are gonna be apparently. But like weird mechanics like this are the most frustrating thing in my eyes. And it's clear that this is like not intentional. So, you know, if I knew, right, oh, Eugen wants to do this on purpose, and I was like, you know, fuck this game, I'm not gonna play this, right? But since it's really not intentional, as I'm very certain it is, given like the responses we got from Eugen. Oh my god, my tanks just can't hit, huh? Like, so 86%. Like, I know it's not a guaranteed, but they took no damage. Still took no damage. Damage 0. You're dealing 0.1 damage with this? What kind of BS is that? 0.1 damage. 0.1. Then you see infantry shoot at infantry in towns and it just demolish it. Like, that is just not right. No, Michael, no. This is so not right. Any F1 fans in the chat? Shoot at this while you get side shot from Heimatschützen. Alright, I was like, why do they not stop? Oh, it's because they don't have actually any line of sight to them. Like. By the way, if you need any more, you know, reason for, you know, believing that this zone layout is garbage, I'm winning this game. I'm losing units left and right, but I'm winning this game. Why? Because I keep him busy there, have the early conquest from a lead, like from like getting this CV a minute earlier and having like a tick there for a second, right? And now I keep him busy here, where even if like completely wrecks my stuff, I can just, because the spawn is so close, but not close enough, I can just keep spawning stuff, and you know, even by losing all this shit and trading favorably, there's just not enough time for him to make use of that. Okay, but maybe I shouldn't like exaggerate and like actually like, throw away units by never ever microing them, because you can also exaggerate it and then I do lose my second spawn or something. Side shot? I'm not sure if that hit. No, don't shoot at the Abrams, please. Get back, otherwise this Abrams is gonna shoot back here. Right, this is empty. Some stuff happening over here. Only 5 minutes left. Did you see how it re-aimed because I suddenly... Did they really just change the target to the other Abrams, the T-80BV? I just don't understand it. This is so... I mean, at this point I guess I shouldn't be surprised anymore, but it is still just... So stupid. Oh, that's a... Ooh, that's bad. Yikes, and I have no supply left, dude. You're empty? No, you have 60. Oh, I killed the cluster plane. Let's place you in there. It's just a route. Another cluster plane. Ow. I mean, I was saying, right? If I'm too extreme with like losing my units left and right, then this stuff is gonna be a threat. And that's the situation we're currently in. Also, I think you're stuck because of the MTLBs. There's like actual collisions, right? Instead of you left. Rip. Oh, that was a sight. I was hoping that one wouldn't get. Alright, 2 more minutes. Should probably sell these actually. But ugh, voice crack. When the points we get are probably worth more. Now we got another T-80B. Ah, travel time of day. Oof. They all missed? Or are they like forced? Did it just use a 5% accuracy stabilizer or what happened there? 1 minute left. This is... Ugh. I mean, like in this situation, right, I understand if you like, oh my god, I hate time limit, right? But at the same time... Oh, I killed them both, so barely any ticks for you. Thank goodness. I see 1 minute would be 46. What it takes of +2 wouldn't be enough. But I mean, yeah, at the end of it, I just lost units left and right. Like, if you do it as extreme as I did, right? But on the other hand, of course, right, that's why I think time limit is still good because it actually incentivizes you to also do something in the early stages of the game. In this case, I don't see it as an issue, or a point against time limit. I think the issue here is not the is the zone layout, not the time limit, right? If there was a zone here, or like if there was like a center zone or something at the very least, right? Then pushing me out of here could then allow them to like attack the center zone from multiple angles and all that. That's a draw. Oh, I think the current issue with the draws is I think it takes oh no, I think I know what might be the reason. Oh, there's two. I have two hypotheses. What's the plural of hypothesis? Number one, that's an absolute point difference. Number two, the thing with this command thing at the end, right? It doesn't count what the in-game thing counts, right? It counts the essentially it is the whole the tick of all your zones, not taking into account what is kept by your opponent, right? Meaning, if you have a +2 zone and like 2+2 zones, and your opponent has 2+2 zones kept throughout the entire game with no decapping or capping any other zones, at the end of the game, like for the full 40 minutes, right, you'll have 40 ticks in 40 minutes. That's 1600 ticks plus 4. That's 6400 command. That is what you end up with. This is what this means. And I think that either this 10% to draw is taken into account with this, this counter, or it's just simply that for some reason they took an absolute value of like, oh, at least 200 point difference for a win. I don't know. I think it might be this though. See, what did my Ghost Stickers say? That's actually what I'm most interested in. Also, what's the KD? KD is actually pretty good, surprisingly enough. Huh. Not what I expected. I guess I did kill like CVs at the end and like a bunch of tanks, but Eugen was okay. UAC. I was honestly positively surprised by the UACs, except for shooting at infantry in towns. Corsica killed my grapple squad. Obviously, it's you don't really see how much damage they deal or like suppression or whatnot. Not really a whole lot, huh? Oh, I killed a CV. That's the only thing the VP killed. God, helicopters are horrible. Well, in any case, hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.